Hello and welcome everyone to the fourth interview conducted by the media unit of St. Thomas's College Mount-Lavinia. Today we have with us a fourth-year colorsman and a record holder for the most catches in the Battle of the Blues, the captain of our school cricket team, Shalin De Mel. Glad to have you here, Shalin.
Thank you for having me on board.
How old were you, Shalin, when you started playing cricket, and what made you join the cricket team?
So I was just 9 years old when I started to play the game of cricket. The reason why I started cricket was because my brother actually also was a cricketer. So he used to play for college, and I always used to go for his matches and watch him play. And just by watching him play and his love for the game, I naturally just started liking the game of cricket. So that was probably what compelled me to playing the game.
Having been part of the first 11 cricket team for several years now, what are some of the lessons that you've learned from Tomian cricketers that you've played with in the past?
Well, I've learned a lot of things over the past few years of my career. One of the main things I learned was the hard work each and every player used to put in to just give their best at all times. Another thing is the love for the school and the limits that they would actually go to make college proud and to just give the best result possible for college. And also adding to that, the unity, the bond and the trust, the respect we always had for each other made us a better team at the end of the day.
So, Shalin, what are your recollections of the bio-bubble training experience? And what were the difficulties that you and your team faced?
We didn't face any difficulties as such. Everyone took it as a new experience. We were actually apart from our family and friends for quite a while. That was the only difficulty I think that we had to face. But since we were always together as a team, we never really felt that we were apart. And thanks to the help of our coaches and the old boys and the whole Tomian fraternity, the doctors, chaplains, sub-warden and warden, we were never alone.
Okay. So the big match is being postponed indefinitely, and that is bound to have an adverse effect on the morale of your team and such. So what kind of mindset do you hope to nurture in your team to overcome these kind of difficulties and uncertainties?
Yes. Actually, we take each day as it comes. I mean, this virus, it's a global pandemic, right? And we have no control whatsoever of the situation. The big match itself has got postponed quite a few times, and it did have an impact on all of us. But as a team, we never gave up and always fought every battle or every challenge that came our way. Yes, physically it's hard for us to meet and practice during a lockdown or during curfew or whatever. But always make it a point to have a Zoom meeting daily just to check on how everyone is and to do our fitness sessions on Zoom and just to keep in touch with the game. So yeah.
Okay. So Shalin, you've played pivotal roles in the 140th and 141st Battle of the Blues, to the point that now it could be said that you are the most experienced cricketer in the team. How important do you think that experience will be in captaining the first 11?
So even though I've had so many experiences in the past few big matches, I think it all comes down to teamwork and the mindset of each and every player. I've always made sure that I always share my big match experiences with my teammates so that they have a better insight to what usually happens and how to overcome any scenario during the big match.
Okay, so what kind of leadership roles and what kind of leadership approach do you take when you're trying to lead your team? What kind of tips or what kind of role do you take on?
Relatively easy for me because the boys are self-made and they work really hard. And with the guidance of all of our coaches, it makes it much more easier for me. When the boys have one particular goal in mind, that it's just very easy for me to handle the team. But as a leader, I always try to lead by example no matter what the situation is, and I always encourage my boys to give their 100%, not only on the cricketing field but off the cricketing field as well.
That's a brilliant answer. Very motivating. So, is there a specific department that you would like to improve on, or you think needs improvement in when it comes to cricket? For example, the bowling field, or the bowling department, or the batting department.
Well, actually, there are instances where our boys did perform well in all departments throughout the whole season. However, there were also days where the boys meet the expectation. But I mean, it's all part of the game. You can't always do well in all three departments. For instance, you might do well in batting, but you might fail in bowling. That's a part of the game. But I'm just proud to say that no matter whatever mistakes we made, we always try to correct it and improve ourselves each day so that we can be a better team.
Do you and the team feel any pressure as you approach the 142nd Battle of the Blues? And if so, whose support do you most rely on in these situations?
No, we don't feel any pressure as such. It's mostly positive thought and positive energy that helps us get through anything. When it comes to support, we have the blessing and the guidance of our family, our friends, coaches, the entire Tomian fraternity, and chaplains, warden. Everyone has a support. Like, they always give their support and anything that they can offer to us. So yeah.
Now, Shalin, what advice would you give to young Tomians who want to be part of the first 11 cricket team? What would you say to them?
Oh, that's a good question. So first thing I would say is not to give up on your dreams and to always work hard and to be humble no matter what. So I have a small theory, and that's like to give your 100% no matter what you do. There may be many people who just will eventually point a finger at you and say that you are not capable of achieving your dreams or your goals or whatnot. But honestly, you shouldn't let that affect you. You should always believe in yourself no matter what. So yes, that's something I would say to the young boys.
So Shalin, if you had the opportunity to address the Tomian Legion and fan base that supports our cricketers, what would you say?
Thank you for always believing in us and for the massive support that you gave us since day one. I think when it comes to sport, every team needs support. So without support, you can't really go that far. The Legion and everyone, they have just been through with us since day one. They've helped us in our highs and lows. So yeah, thanks for always believing in us and for supporting us.
Thank you, Shalin, for finding the time to have this interview with us. And I'd like to thank you, the viewers, as well, for watching this video. And I hope you'll stay tuned for more of our interviews. On behalf of the media unit of St. Thomas's College, I am Sandeep Peter, signing off.